How's it going, shipheads? Welcome to Trek Mods. Welcome to my little ship show. This is the day before yesterday's Enterprise, where I'm building a Book Nook style diorama with two little Enterprises, a la yesterday's Enterprise. So we got the original right here, sitting in the clamps, all hooked up in space dock. We got the refit. We got the nacelles waiting to be attached. So I gotta pop that open, and I gotta put some lights in there. So I gotta do. Let's see what we did here. We made this edge thicker. I added some material so I could get some lights in there. We're going to do the same thing with this guy. We're going to pop it off. There's a little bit of room, but I want a little bit more. We're going to pop it off, and we're going to add some material to it. Let's see who's here. We got a bunch of people. Dawn was the first one. Howdy, Dawn. How's it going? I said howdy to Dawn. And Mr. Ken has joined us. Hey, Ken.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the stream, to the show. How are you doing?
Good. I was just talking to Jordan a little bit there.
Excellent. That was a good show. Eric is here. Hey, Eric. He's saying, is it time yet? It is time. It was time to roll that beautiful starship footage. We did that. Buck's here. Hello. Is this thing on? It's on now, Buck. It's on like Donkey Kong. Quick, hit the button. Buck's here. Yeah, hit that button before Buck's all over it. He's going to do things to it. Buck says, Keith and I have to sort out how to do this link thing so I can watch all his viewers leave. Yeah, Andrew seems to be the expert on that, and now Ken and Jordan know how to do it, so there we go.
Oh, I don't know how to do it.
Lick.
I'm just there when it happens.
Oh, I thought you set it up. Jordan set it up?
No, Jordan had set it up before he started the stream.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate that. Gets a few people over here watching. Like Sir Fix-a-Lot. Hey, Sir Fix-a-Lot. How's it going? Nice to see you here. Andrew's also here. Buck says, nice, a double Kenner. Excellent. And Don's happy that he beat Buck to the button. And my bro, Cam, is here. My bro from below. My bro from below. My brother from down under. All right, let's get so I don't know if you guys saw what I was doing on the group stream with this NX01 little project right here, but I've encountered a problem, and I'm gonna have to open this and separate it. I'll show you what happened. I'll hook this little guy up. So I'm calling this thing the NX Miranda, because you said, Ken, that you said it kind of looks like a Reliant.
You know, and a little bit it does.
Reliant kind of does.
Yeah.
Say the precursor to the Reliant. All right, so are we on or are we off? So I was having some problems. Let's see if we can.
There was also that other ship.
Okay, well, it looks like. Mentioned. Oh, there we go. See?
One of those cheap keychain lights. You have to turn it on so you can find your key.
What I did inside, I did all this off camera over the last couple days. So I have an LED right here. You can kind of see the light bleed through because I haven't painted this yet. I did that with the resin. Oh, and I did this with the resin.
Nice.
We've got the nice little blue dome there. So we got our impulse crystal just underneath, and you can barely see the wires. I just ran the wire through that little gap right there. You can hardly see it. I opened up the windows for this little observation lounge. I got my impulse engines in there, and I got all my windows drilled. And just squeeze this and get it to light up again so it's brighter. There we go. So what I have is the wires coming in, and then they go to this LED with the long contacts, and then everything else is soldered onto that one LED as like a link, right? And then there's another LED right here, and then there's another SMD in here. I wasted a lot of those little 0402 SMDs in this thing, but that's okay. They're not expensive. So I'm going to have to pop this open. Luckily, I just used CA glue, so I should be able to get in there and pop it. And I also cut out almost all the little locator pins, except for the two right here. And I didn't glue those. I only glued around the very edge of it. So I should have no problem popping that apart. The only problem is I'll have to redo my resin right there. And these ones. I'll have to
Andrew says it looks
unless
more
it
like
stays together.
Shenzhou.
It kind of does look a little bit like the Shenzhou. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool though. I like it.
Sir Fix-A-Lot says, so it's working just under pressure.
It's working just under pressure. Yeah, this needs some paint on there to be light blocked. But my little dome here, let me turn the light off so we can get like a better look at that. My little dome that I made with the resin turned out very nice. I'm very happy with it.
I think it looks really good.
And then this one. So all I did was take that Solarez and just add some paint into it. Just dyed the resin a little bit before using it. So the Boussards, the little dome there, the chiller grills, right? That, and then this one's just a clear one. There's a little air bubble in it, but whatever, that's not going to bother me. Is it jumpy for everyone else, or is it just me? There's my
little bit here too.
Yeah, let me try to. I'm not using this other. I had another program running to use my second camera. Every time I activated it, it made my main camera go black. So let's try that. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little jumpy. All right, so let's get rid of this. I'll be working on this thing tomorrow night on the group session.
Good
for now, let's get to this guy. So on this one, I used a piece of the 3D printing filament, like for the 3D pen. But the thing with that is that it was round, and I had to do a lot of filing to get it to fit. So what I'm going to do is just grab a piece of styrene. Get this one right here. Nice, thick, rigid one. So where Mary works there at Topper's Pizza, they're changing their ad campaign again. So she brought me home another box of big styrene sheets.
Nice. That
I can use. So it's basically this. This is the stuff Howard sent me, but it's this. It's exactly the same. And it's like 24 by 30 inch sheets.
Just has color advertising on one side though. And
yeah, it has printing on it, but the printing is on like a vinyl layer, so you can peel it off.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It takes a little effort, but you can still just peel it off. Okay, so I'm going to grab my ruler here. That I've already got a little bit started. I'm going to go bigger than I need. It's not going to need to be that thick. Just use my eyeballs and guesstimate the size.
Sir Fix-A-Lot says, free stuff is excellent.
Free stuff is very excellent. I prefer things that I've earned, but free stuff is excellent. Winning is excellent. Todd is the excellent winner of Mary's 50-50 draw.
Yes,
that's in case anyone didn't know. And that was couldn't
cool
be a more deserving winner. The first thing he said when he found out, his first thought was, I'm going to use that money at Wonderfest for everyone for the lunch that we have in the suite. So that was his
Nice.
first thought was to share that with his friends. So there couldn't be a more deserving winner than Todd. Congratulations to him. It was like $605 Canadian. Once he exchanges it, he's only going to get like $480 or something like that, which is a bit of a bummer.
$480 though, still nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he spent the money on tickets too, so there's that. But I'm glad somebody won that was deserving of it. Coffee, and it helps us out a lot, especially with the price of fuel these days.
Yes,
and I don't see it in the foreseeable future being less expensive by the time we head out to that trip.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go around the little bump here for the impulse engine.
Eric is saying posted a
Get
good
look at
image
this.
for Buck in Discord off topic.
Cool. I wonder if I'm better off to just leave that as a gap and then fill it in after with
that's a good one. Good one, Eric.
Oh, that's not long enough. Damn it. I need a longer piece. I need a much longer piece. And I'm just going to go a little bit thinner.
So is Mary working tonight, or is she back home already?
Nope, Mary is home, and she's watching the stream from the bedroom.
Okay, well, hey, Mary. Hope you're enjoying the show.
She did a little bit of anti-duty.
Yeah.
Before I started. She
upstairs?
She went upstairs and to her cousin's place and did a little bit of anti-duty while her cousin did some errands or went out or did something. She went to help a friend with something. So Mary has her anti-time.
Hi,
She's
Ken.
very happy. She said, "Hi, Ken."
I heard that. Yeah. Hey, Mary.
Excellent. Okay, let's see if I made this long enough now.
Keeping the bird under wraps.
Yeah, keep trying to keep the bird quiet. Our kid's gone tonight at her friend's place, so the bird's like, yeah. All right, okay, I got enough this time. Just clip that off. Buck says, "Hi, Mary."
Sir Fix-A-Lot says, gas prices so high, we may need to add impulse engines to our vehicles.
You know what? There's some cars nowadays. I'm driving around behind them, and I'm like, "Ooh, look at the impulse engines on that thing." Just because of the shape of their taillights.
Yeah.
Taillights may always make me think of impulse engines. So if you're gonna build like a large scale model, just go to the scrapyard and grab taillights. Just making this curly. Gonna take some of the paint off the edge here where I want to glue it. Screak, screak, screak.
Well, then you could use your Tamiya extra thin on that then for a nice clean styrene to styrene connection.
Yes.
Would weld it together nicely. Mary says, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is well.
I hope everyone's been rescued from the well they fell into. Have you seen that? Oh, you probably haven't seen this commercial, Ken, because it's I think it's for Lotto 649, and is that the national one, or is that just in Ontario?
Nope, 649. It's
okay,
right across the country.
Those commercials where they're like the list or the rank of feelings, right? And they're like, oh, the greatest feeling number whatever. and it's like right the greatest feeling right after being rescued from a well that you fell into when you were 4 years old, and they're pulling this old man out of a well, and he's got like little kid shorts on, and he's got a teddy bear, but he's like 75 years old. And all the town is around the well, and they're like, "Yay, Tommy! We finally rescued Tommy!" And they're like, "The only better feeling is winning the Lotto 649."
Oh, jeez. And of course, Andrew, gas prices high. Hadn't noticed.
Ah, come on. Fortunately, Andrew does not need to notice.
No. He's lucky in that sense.
See, the thing, Ken, about trying to use the Tamiya on this is how am I going to get it to stay in position to apply it?
Just doing small tack jobs.
Oh yeah, just little tack jobs.
Just little tack
Hey,
jobs.
I got a tack job for you. You want the tack job or not? You see? Okay, little tack jobs, eh? So, you know what? I can't see a damn thing.
Because really, it's going to be melting the two sides of edges of plastic together. So
Yeah.
you just put a little bit there to tack it and give it
So,
give it 10 seconds or whatever, and then you should be able to start going along. You can try blowing on it if you think it needs it. Usually I don't. Andrew says, actually, gas prices are high enough that my parents are looking at going electric. Now,
well,
I
I would
realize,
definitely have an electric car if I could afford one.
yeah, like I know,
I have nothing against them. I would prefer to have one.
I know I know there's people here that are older than I am. I'm kind of getting into my mid 50s here, but I mean, I remember as a teenager pumping gas at a gas station for 39.9, 39.9 cents per liter.
Yeah.
And people had a fit when it jumped to 49.9. People were not having any of that.
And that would have been, in the 90s.
At the end of the 80s.
Yeah. Okay.
Ouch. Sir Fix-A-Lot says, my main vehicle has a Hemi in it, so it hasn't left the driveway since early November.
Oh.
And then now he's saying those were the days.
So can I make
You shouldn't. As you say, I don't think you need to clamp it, but
that clamp's a little too aggressive. I'm worried that it's going to make it tip over.
yeah, I mean, if anything, just a little piece of masking tape.
Okay.
Because the parts should be melting together. They don't really
Yeah,
need
they
a
are.
lot of force.
I don't have the patience to a little piece of masking tape, eh?
Yeah, just a little piece. Well, could have been off a regular size roll, but sure.
Well, you said a little piece.
I was thinking. Sorry, my mind was on a regular size roll, a little piece off of that. Hey, whatever, that'll work.
This one?
You're just gonna anchor in the first little bit there where you started.
We'll go with the 1/2 inch one here.
Sure.
It's like 3/4. I haven't even used it yet.
Yeah, but Buck says I remember when gas was under 35 cents a gallon for leaded. I remember pumping leaded gas. Yeah, I was asked someone when you go to fill up their car for them, you'd have to ask them leaded or unleaded. And the premium was over on its own pump.
So does that have anything to do with the expression "get the lead out"? It means to go faster, get the lead out.
Yeah.
So is unleaded gasoline more pure and burns cleaner and makes your car go
No,
faster?
it had lead in it to
Yeah.
help as a lubricant.
Okay. But is unleaded a faster burning fuel?
I don't think so. It might have been, but if it is, it's probably not by a lot.
maybe in the early days of racing. I don't know. A lot of car innovations come from racing, right?
Yeah. Andrew
Always
says, I
gotta get
remember. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Andrew said, I remember a friend claiming gas would never go over 99.9 cents because the signs couldn't handle $1 or 100 cents.
Yeah, that was before Y2K.
Yeah. Then the signs all went digital and it didn't really seem to matter at that point.
Yeah, they can put anything they want on the signs now. Oh, I hate those digital screen billboards they have everywhere. Like even here, it's not even a big town. Why does it look like freaking Las Vegas Strip when I drive down the Kingsway? Like it's so bright at night, you get blinded by these huge LED video billboards. And okay, you're not allowed to look at your phone and read a text message or take a call while you're driving, but you're expected to read these giant billboards as you drive by. What's the point of them if no one's allowed to look away from the road?
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing.
I don't recommend reading text messages while you're driving either. But
Definitely not. I've seen some bad results from that.
Lose the billboards. Lose the billboards, man. Such a distraction.
Yeah, I remember as a teenager, one of my buddies would always say, a liter of gas should never cost more. No, what was it? No, he was actually saying he couldn't believe a liter of Slurpee was more than a liter of gas. That's what it was. Well, that's not quite the way it is now.
No, a few years ago,
not that he'd be
bottle
watching,
of
but
water.
if he ever watches Leonard, I told it's not that way now. Slurpee is now cheaper than gas.
Yeah. Okay.
See, Buck says, I also remember one day that someone managed to pump diesel into their unleaded vehicle. Bad things happen.
Oh, when I worked at the golf course, one of the guys put diesel in the freaking one of the fairway mowers, and it's supposed to take regular gas.
I remember with one of our big 2.5 trucks, military truck there, 177-liter tank. We pulled up to the pump, and with the diesel at this one gas station, and the diesel and the premium shared the same pump, and they started filling up that tank with premium.
Oh no!
And we're like, they finished filling it up. They're like, yeah, it's this. Like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's premium or what? Because back then diesel was a lot cheaper than gas was.
Diesel's the yellow handle one.
Yep. And we had to sit there and drain the tank out, and yeah, it was not fun.
Oh.
Eric said, the days when $20 got you a full tank of gas, McDonald's meal, and a movie ticket, and each of those now cost $20, sadly.
Yeah.
What? Where are you finding a full tank of gas for $20? Yes, the McDonald's meal, yeah, $20. The movie ticket, $20. The gas probably cost you a lot more. But yeah, I do remember those nights where, like, as a teenager, you'd get $5, pump in $5 of gas. You could cruise for the evening and, still have some gas left over. Cruising with your friends, listening to loud music.
Last time my car had a full tank of gas is when my father-in-law used it. He filled it up.
Sir Fix-A-Lot said, my first car was leaded gas, but it took premium when racing.
Oh.
Buck says it was also hilarious that unleaded gas cost more than. He said it was also hilarious that unleaded used to cost more than unleaded, but was more expensive to make.
Really? See, now I got enough room where I can make some impulse engines right there. I can make a little hole.
Yeah.
I think I'll take a little bit off and make it just a touch thinner, I think. Oh, how many of these little lights do I have left? Oh, I still got quite a bit of these. Let's see. Oh, looks like I probably got at least 10 here or more. Oh, yeah. Oh, there they all are. I got lots of them.
It's all good.
It's all good in this hood. Today we're going to talk about how it's good in your hood. How's your hood? Is it good?
Sir Fix-A-Lot says digital billboards are distracting.
They are terribly distracting. And they're things I don't want or need.
Buck said, oops, meant leaded. Leaded had an additive that so it costs more, and the leaded was reduced, and it reduced engine knock.
Oh, okay.
That way you didn't have to keep saying who's there.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Your engine. Your engine who? Your engine's about to die. Change your oil, stupid. My car's stupid. The engine light comes on for whatever stupid reason. There's a slight, not even noticeable electrical problem with your car. But it doesn't tell you that. It just has the engine light come on.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why? There's absolutely nothing wrong with my vehicle. Well, there is things wrong with my vehicle. I have to get my brakes checked. It's starting to make like a rattly sound when I get to the stopping point. It goes conk, 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 conk on one side. So I'm going to bring it to my buddy there this weekend. He's going to check it out for me. Let me know if it's my brakes or what, because I don't know, right? I don't know enough about cars to hear a noise. I'm like, I can't tell you what that noise is unless I see the tire rolling on the highway beside my car. I'm like, I don't know.
Why is my car going? Why is my wheel going faster than I am?
Yeah. Oh, look at that tire. It's just like on my car. Nice.
Mary says $20 when I was a teenager would get me 2 packs of smokes and 12 beer. I was set for the weekend.
Yeah. Now it doesn't get either of those things.
Yeah. Buck says $20 when I was a teenager would buy a carton of smokes, 6-pack of beer. He says actually 6-pack of bear.
A 6-pack of bear. All right.
And fill the tank of the car.
I'm loaded for bear. All right, so I'm gonna pop out the Impulse Crystal here. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did on this little guy right here. I'm just gonna use the resin.
Nice. Sir Fix-A-Lot says
drill it out.
It says I have a light on because one tire is PSI off. I had that happen because one of my sensors died for my PSI meter.
Mine goes crazy in the wintertime when it gets cold. My
until your tires warm
crazy. Up. Yeah, the tires get cold and then the pressure goes down and the warning keeps going off. But this year my tires actually kept getting low.
Oh,
And it got to the point where the one fell off there. It got so low that I guess there's so much slush on the road. I guess it was low enough that some slush got in the bead of the tire, like in between the rubber and the rim. Enough slush got in there that it started slipping, and it just came right off the rim.
sounds like you're having power. Okay. Yeah. Sir Fix-A-Lot says that's one feature I wish I didn't have.
One feature?
Yeah. Was the light coming on for low tire pressure.
Oh yeah.
Our car either has a ground issue or the fuse box thing, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, one of my friends who's a mechanic said that those Dodge Journeys have a integrated fuse panel. So if anything slightly goes wrong, you have to change the whole. Like you can't just pull a fuse out and change it. You have to change the whole panel and reset the computer.
Well, that way they can charge you more money.
It's faulty sensors, like a drained battery or defog this or sometimes you get a faulty tail light or
Yeah, you get the sensors all malfunction.
Yeah.
You get faulty readings.
and then our check engine light goes on and off, and then when that goes off, then the battery drains or something else happens. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to stop it is to change that integrated power module.
Integrated power module.
Sir Fix-A-Lot saying, didn't Andrew go to electric car? Yes, he went to 2 electric vehicles.
Yes, I'd love to.
Well, those new Chinese ones are coming soon. It sounds like they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, if you're only one person that just has to commute to work and back.
Yeah, there you go. Andrew says, both our vehicles are electric Tesla. Won't go back. Yeah, some of these new vehicles, I was watching a news article on these ones coming out of China. There's one company there where they're coming out with quick change exchangeable power packs.
Okay.
30-minute job or whatever. So it's like, yeah, if you just need a smaller battery and whatnot for like just a little commuting job, you're good. But if you have a big trip coming up or something, you can have them quickly swap you into a larger battery pack cell or whatever, and you can do your trip or whatever and come back and then swap back.
That's pretty cool.
So you figure too, that'll make it a quick job to swap when, if years down the road when the battery pack eventually has to be replaced.
Okay, so we got, how many windows are here? 4? There's 4 windows here, or is it 6? Probably won't be able to get 6.
Yeah, Sir Fix-A-Lot says that sounds like a battery rental plan. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works. They were just talking about it briefly. It was a lady from CAA, which is like AAA, but just instead of American Automobile Association, it's the Canadian Automobile Association. She went to the cold weather trials in Norway, I think, something like that. And that was one of the features, like some of these for her, it's all for like all these electric cars. And yeah, well, that's one of the features of some of these new ones coming into Canada here soon with our new deals with China. She said there's a few companies that probably will go under before your car, before your car is actually due to have major things replaced.
Yeah.
So, but there's some good reputable companies there too, and some of them actually had decent battery results in the really cold torture test in Norway, including like a lot of driving around in the mountains and stuff in the winter.
Because yeah, they got to be fit for Canadian winters.
Well, that's just it, right? Because a lot of these, they were saying a lot of these cars will do their battery test for, in a lab condition where it's sitting in a lab and the temperature is like 0 degrees Celsius or whatever. And that's what they're doing their cold weather testing at. For back there, I think it's 4 windows, I want to say. But I could be wrong.
Well, I might not have left myself enough space.
Just do what you can do. If it's only 3, who cares? Just make sure you clean off your tip there a lot.
Oh, it doesn't stick. It goes I got it so slow that it doesn't build up on the tip.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it ended up being big. All right, so it's too small to try to get separate ones. So
Howard's
make
here.
one big hole and then put little dividers in it.
There you go. Howard's here. He says, I remember when starships flew on LOX, liquid oxygen, and methane. Now they fly on space dust.
Space dust.
Sir Fix-a-Lot says, well, GM worries me now since China bought them out years ago. Not sure how long term they will be. Canada should already have some of them new models. And Mary saying hello to Howard.
Hey, Howard. Welcome. Welcome to the ship show. It is a show about ships. So I'm going to have to try to put tiny little sticks in there or make a separate piece.
Small thin pieces of wire or
something. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, little pieces of wire is a good idea. I had 3 nice windows, but I didn't leave myself enough space. I went
bit of a wide gap.
I went each end to make sure I had the width I wanted to.
Yep.
And then I tried to do the 2 middle ones, but I should have maybe used a smaller drill bit. But they don't get much smaller. They actually do get much smaller, but they're so small that as soon as you touch it to the plastic, it breaks. Like they're literally pointless. That I don't know what you're expected to use it on. Pudding? You can drill pudding with it, I guess. You can drill through your water.
Sir Fix-a-Lot says, Jody, are you going for one light inside?
Yeah, well so the bridge dome isn't lit up, right? But we do have side windows, don't we? I think part of my problem is this one that is actually broken.
Yeah, they have a few side windows on like the DC deck.
Those are too small. Too small. If they're too small, they just snap. They snap and they lose it. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go with the ones that are too small.
Quoting the champ there.
I'll go. Yeah. Ever since then, I've been the champ.
Fake them with a
So
ham
what?
sandwich, and the meathead goes for it.
Yeah. So I flip the table over on him and then jump in with a flurry of uppercuts.
A flurry to the solar plexus.
A flurry to the solar plexus. Okay, so we got like 3 in the front. I should probably look at a picture, eh?
Probably wouldn't hurt. Get some references.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'll flip my glasses so I can see what I'm looking at. And the model boxes really show it. I don't think. Let me see this one. Okay, so there's a set of two, and there's none right at the very front. So there's 2, and then there's like a flat one. Yeah, there's 4 windows on the observation lounge. Okay.
So
yeah,
me
doesn't
and
look
Mrs.
like
Champ
there's...
go to the local bar here that just opened up in town here, and they've got a casino and gambling in the back. And me and Mrs. Champ go there, and the owner comes up and he's glad to see me. He's like, "Oh, Champ, it's good to see you and Mrs. Champ." And you know, we've got it all here. All you got to do is take Mrs. Champ, and we got liquor. You look her in the front and poke her in the rear. And I says, "Pardon?" Says, yeah. Take Mrs. Champ, look her in the front, poke her in the rear. Well, I snap. I lose it.
That's so small you can't even tell that there's a hole there.
But it works as good as a pilot hole. So the next largest size.
Well, let's see if it flies. Get your wings. Yeah, I can't even see where I drilled it because there's paint overspray from when I sprayed the inside, and it blends in.
So me and Mrs. Champ are heading out on a flight to the Caribbean there, and we're on TWA Airlines. And this lovely little stewardess comes up to me and says, "Oh, welcome on board, Champ. Glad to see you and Mrs. Champ here. Would you care for something to drink?" And I said, "Well, what do you have?" And the waitress, the little stewardess looks at me. She goes, "Well, we have some TW coffee here. We have some TW water, we have some TWA coffee. We have some TWA water, and we have some TWA tea." And Mrs. Champ,
I'll take that one.
And Mrs. Champ goes, "Pardon?"
Pardon?
And the stewardess goes, "Yeah, we have some TWA tea." Well, Mrs. Champ loses it. Yeah, those were funny.
Whoa,
Sir Fix-A-Lot says, "We could use a nice little pub here. Mayor years ago shut down everything he could."
freaking mayor.
What, he didn't like making money?
All right. Not going to worry about how there's one like right at the very base of the bridge. I'm not going to worry about that. It's going to be too small. But I am going to worry about trying to do the navigation lights. So that's going to be, let's see, right.
I'm just looking up the champ here online there, and some of these reaction to innocent comments made by his friends like Knuckles Muldoon.
Yeah, that used to play on the local radio station.
Yeah,
As
I
like
played a lot
time
of places
filler
across the country. It says, pardon. Well, I snapped. Well, I lost it. I snapped.
Okay. So I even got one right here on the, there's a little light right there. And then I'll have to look at photos to get the ones, because there's like a lot around the outside here. Around the outside? Yep. Around the outside. So what do we got for the bottom? There's not a whole lot of windows on the bottom, is there? Let me just take a quick look. What was that? What is that?
That was the champ.
Oh. I couldn't really hear it very well.
Yeah, I have it turned down a bit.
So this one looks like a pretty good one. Should at least have accurate enough windows. Get out of here, pop-up ad. Stupid pop-up ad.
Sir Fixlot says, trying to see the difference in the day before yesterday's Enterprise and the 5-year mission Enterprise.
Okay, so on the bottom, actually, all we really got for lights on the bottom are the marker lights and those, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
That's very small, but there is still, like if you look here, oh, hold on. Turn the light on. If you look here, you can see that indentation there. That's deep enough that it gives me room to make those holes.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that. That's my next mission.
Actually, I'm doing mine as like Raytheon effect.
Yeah. I'm gonna make holes just because it's challenging and I want to try and do it. Let's see. Let's go with this one's pretty small. I don't know.
GB Models is here. He says, hello there, and everyone in chat. How are you doing? How are you all doing?
Hey, GB. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm building a tiny enterprise book nook. So if you ever saw the the Next Generation episode, yesterday's Enterprise, where the Enterprise C comes out of the time anomaly or wormhole or whatever it is, it's that, but instead of the C and D, it's the original and the refit. So that's why it's called the day before yesterday's Enterprise. And we got we got a Klingon on the side of our hull here. Another one. Got Klingons on the saucer rim. There we go. Get rid of those guys. Freaking Klingons. Okay, so actually, I can remove this.
Well, he says it's looking really good there.
Thank you, thank you.
Champ, nice to have you back here. He starts looking at the wife's car and is going to make a suggestion as to what she should be driving this year. So he looks at her car and goes, well, Champ, Mrs. Champ has got a clean Taurus. I'd like to give her a probe. I said, pardon? He said, she's got a clean Taurus. I'd like to give her a probe. Wow! I lose it. I snap. I rope-a-dope him, right? I rope-a-dope him in the car lot. He's bouncing off cars, head fake him with the rebate, uppercut, straight right, a flurry, solar plexus shot. He's on the ground. I said, how's that? How's that? Is that you got a clean Taurus? I'd like to give you a probe enough for you. Ever since
I've been the champ.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I've been the champ.
Mary must have come through with Tori following her.
No, she had him in her hand. Captured. Bedtime. Yeah, she wrangled him. She's coming through with an angry bird.
Careful, they'll knock all those blocks down.
Hey, baby. Why?
Because I was trying to catch him. Bedtime.
Yeah, when Ada's not here, he does not want to go to bed.
There we go. Sir Fix-A-Lot says, I see Engineer LaForgery. I got it now.
Yes. My name's Jody, and it sounds a little bit like Jordy. But I'm not the real thing.
So he's the cheap engineer, not the chief engineer.
That's right. I'm the cheap engineer. Because when I first started doing this, I just had basic tools, and I didn't have a whole lot of really anything until you guys, you, Ken, and the other guys in the group started helping me out a lot by sending me lovely, wonderful, generous gifts like tools and model kits and lots of knowledge and advice. So, not so cheap anymore.
Sir Fix-A-Lot says, okay, so those poles are getting too small for me to see.
Well, my light's really bright. Let me see if I can tone it down a little.
There you go. Yes, he says, tools make the best gifts.
So this one's a little wonky. A little wonky. not going to worry about trying to do the back one because it's in behind the neck and you won't see it. It's not going to be facing that direction. All right, where's me little tester light there? There we go.
There you go.
Testing. Haha, that tickles. Not really lining it up properly with that, but yeah. So that dome right there doesn't glow, right? That's solid on this
Yes,
one.
it's solid.
Yeah, just like the top, the bridge dome, they're like gold or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it actually has decals for it. I'll have to check my the decals that came with this before I start painting it, because I'll like and I'll start painting all the colors, and then I'll look at the decals and be like, oh, I had a decal for that pinstripe. Oh, I had one for that thing. I did that on some of the other ones.
Oh, by the way, I started watching Banshee.
Oh yeah. So what'd you think? How far did you get into it?
I just finished watching tonight, or late this afternoon, the first episode of season 2.
Oh, okay. You already got into season 2.
Well, I just figured I didn't want to watch season 1, so I'd start there. Yeah, no, I watched all of season 1 and first episode of season 2. So yeah, it's good.
So if you're into season 2, you must be enjoying it then.
Yeah.
It's interesting, eh? The thing I liked about it, I think, is like at the time when we were watching it, it was something different. There wasn't any shows like that before.
Yeah.
That were that, sort of gritty. It's like a pulp action drama. I'm just trying to thin this out a little bit. So I'm kind of rotating it just because my board here is not quite wide enough. So I'm just kind of rotating it around. So when I had it on there, it looked like it was a little thick.
See, now that the champ, that clip I was listening to, it's I don't know if it's all of them or whatever. It's like 7 hours and 40 minutes of the champ.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'll have to bookmark that or whatever. Or just keep listening to it every now and then.
Do we think that looks too thick? We're not going to notice, eh? Like, you can't really tell with this one.
No, I think you'll be
quite
fine.
a bit.
Once you get it all painted up nice and everything, I think you'll be just good.
It's actually even a little bit thinner.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, they're not going to be sitting that close together either.
Yeah, we're not going to notice that. Not going to see that once it's in space, right?
No, and even if they do see it, what are they going to do? Scream?
Yeah.
No one's going to hear them.
That's right. Because in space, no one can hear you doing your screaming. Okay, so I need a little piece that's going to go in and sort of follow that contour of this. I think it's thick enough that I can just I don't have to like make a 90-degree angle piece. I can just use the thickness. I can just use the thickness of the styrene itself to build out to this.
Certainly worth a shot.
Scrapey. All right, so about that much. You know what? I think I can get away with kind of gluing it on there and then cutting
snipping it. Yeah.
Yeah. Glue it and snip it. Okay, so we got, I'm gonna try to bend it just a little bit like that. Just like Beckham.
Bend it like Beckham.
Like a Beckham. You know what? Maybe I do have to clip it. These things are huge.
I'm just looking at Andrew's pictures here of his masking off for all of his escape pods.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy.
And the crowd goes silent as he finagles the tiniest bit of styrene into its position. If I can, like that. Like so. And then once this is dry and set, I'll be able to just fix up the edges of it there, right? We've got just the tiniest little bit of overhang. I'll just go in there with the file and fix that angle, clean it up, make it all nice and perfect. Nice and fancy schmancy. All right, so what's my next step? I should start thinking about lighting the secondary hull. You know, the secondary hull. Where's my secondary hull? We've got the primary hull and we've got the secondary hull.
Oh, pardon me. I'm just yawning away here.
All right, so for this one, I need to decide where, because this guy here has the wires coming out the tail end, because it's going to be emerging from the the space anomaly from the wormhole.
Right.
This guy is going to be facing this way, looking at it. So we're going to see the back. I guess I could do like a little stand into the base that,
Yeah, it's like a little black
won't be
rod or
that
something.
noticeable. Yeah, I'm using these tiny wires. Like, it's not going to be that noticeable. The base will be painted black with probably stars, right? I want to get stars on all the walls.
Yep.
So yeah, I think I'll just go with the standard power coming down the little model stand. This thing really does not want to come apart. There we go. All right. I'll get my tiny nippers here. Get rid of that little extra bit. These are really good though. They're really big.
Yeah.
But they're the super flat ones. There's no
Nice.
like they're super flat right to here, so I was able to clip this right to the edge, no filing. Well, I'll file it a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like it looks good. I can clip really close with it. Okay, so I need 2 wires to start with that are going to be my main ones, my main mangs. So here we got a red and a blue. We'll get the excess. So those little SMDs come with plenty of extra wire on them. So I'm able to use those.
Kind of getting it all wound up, and
I'm tying it so that it doesn't come pulling out of the hole there afterwards. And I'll probably glue it down right here. Oh, I should tie it right around this. Haha. Actually, I'll probably have to get rid of that because I gotta. Is that where the arboretum thing is? Where's me?
the arboretum, it would be those, the long set of windows along the side there. Just a little bit lower than the center.
Can you please grab me there should be a marker right there beside the computer? Like a small, fine Sharpie? Smash.
It was under the computer, so
Smash my container. Thank you.
it was under.
It was under there.
It was under it.
Underwear.
Ah. Okay, so we're like right about here.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, that looks like the right spot for it.
Yeah. Something like that. Just like that.
You should have decals for it.
Yeah, but I know I want to make holes.
Okay.
I want to drill it out.
I was gonna say, like, see what the
like look at the decals and see where it is.
or see what they have. If they have if the decals show some sort of internal detail, you could almost just not cut that out and just thin the plastic behind there, so light comes through it. Then it ends up being like a little illuminated picture.
Almost like a slide.
Yeah. But I have no idea. It just might be black windows. Is very well what it could
Probably
be. As well.
just black windows.
Yeah.
Where's my thing? I don't even know where the decals are. Yeah, I cleaned up and organized everything, and put stuff away, and
you put it right where you wouldn't forget it.
It's probably in one of those drawers there. There's a.
We need labels for the outside, so you know what's in there.
I need labels. Hey, our kid has a label maker that makes stickers.
Imagine that.
Time to get to work, kid. Make me labels.
Poof, your labels.
Poof, you're a label. Where was I? There we go. So that's even lower. That's like right on the belly. Then we got docking port, and then we got 4 on the neck. All right, let's start with those ones because that'll be the easiest spot to cover up and repair.
And again, you could put thin wire or something like that in there to.
Yeah. So we got like 2 here. Oh, already I have to redo one. I went out of control.
Oh yeah.
See that? How it's elongated?
Yep, that front one.
Yeah. Well, it was, I made it too high, and then I was like, oh, I'll just adjust it, but I adjusted it too much. Easy fix, easy fix.
Looks
I
like you might
dropped
have
it.
a bunch of black ink on your hand now.
A bunch of what?
Black ink somewhere on one of your hands.
Oh, probably. No?
Looks like the ink off the Arboretum windows looks like it's been smudged off.
Oh, yeah. That comes off. But it doesn't show up on my hands.
Okay.
My hands are already dirtier than that. Touch of that.
A little bit of magic.
A little bit of magic powder. Powder.
So I got a question for you, Jody. That first
Yeah.
video you did of when you received the HTM gift or whatever there, where you did like that long trek and everything.
Yeah, the Sonic Saber video.
Yeah, who is that you went and met?
That was my friend's the guy that handed me the box
Yeah.
was my friend Steve.
Oh, okay.
Steve Cramp.
He's awesome. Really nice guy.
He's an awesome guy. He's and the guy that did the photography for me that held the camera was our other buddy, his buddy Rob, and they live there. They got a band, and Rob is the guy that tries to teach me bass. But if I had a chance to get out there more and actually hang out and go jam with them,
Just lives so far in the bush.
but they live out on this old farm, and it's a really huge property. And the place we went to is like an old hunting camp,
Which
Okay.
is on the property.
which is on their property, but it's like quite a walk. It's probably a 20-minute
40.
walk from the house to where that little cabin was. It was probably about a 20-minute trek through the bush if you weren't stopping, right?
It's
If you
like a
just went
540
straight
of the
there.
fucking property.
Yeah.
We were walking back and forth and stopping, and I was like, hey, get a shot of me going down the hill and, get a different angle of me coming up the hill. So like a lot of the shots were in the same place, but it just looked like I was going on this longer journey, right? I made it look a lot longer than it
They're
was.
artists, so they're right into
And then right at the end, well, not at the end, but at the end of my journey where I was like crossing this big open field, that wasn't even anywhere near the rest of the trail. That was just right beside the house. I want to do something else like that. I've been trying to think of something special I could do. I have a couple special things I want to like unbox, right? Like that Katinga model that you sent me. I want to make
Okay,
a
yeah.
special video like that. And I happen to have a Klingon costume. I'm just trying to think of a scenario where a Klingon would be acquiring a model of the Katinga. And the other problem is I don't know anyone else who has a Klingon costume that could help me.
Well, even if you knew someone else, who didn't have to live near you, you could do like video footage to each other, like you're talking over from ship to ship or something.
Go to the Sudbury Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Like a Klingon friend to the guys that go there for stuff.
Yeah, Mary just said I have to go to the Comic-Con in Sudbury and make a Klingon friend there.
Because there's like these 3 guys.
Hey, how'd you like to be in my video?
Dress up and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Kapla, friend. How would you like to honor the Empire? Bring glory to your house.
Either that or just steal a couple small clips of Klingons.
Yeah, I don't know how to do all that stuff though.
That's what you just ask Todd to see if you get, if you see, like, look for a clip you want and then just ask Todd.
Oh, I don't like asking Todd to do stuff. He does stuff for everybody. He does enough. He's busy, man.
And then you could have it beamed over to you or something.
If he offers to do a favor for me, I don't refuse, but I'm not going to ask him to go out of his way to do something like that for me. I know that it takes a lot of time to do that kind of thing. All right, so we're almost back to brand new there.
Let's see what this sounds like.
Uploading.
Your ship is inferior. You won't survive a battle with us.
Death to the Empire.
Return fire!
If you've ever watched the original series or early seasons, you'll know that aliens often wear.
Was that from part 2 or part 3, The Search for Spock?
No, that was from Star Trek Enterprise.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're back to where'd my drill go?
Right in front of you by your cup.
Uh-huh. What the drillio?
You know what, babe? If you did make a simple Klingon costume, you have a kid that would dress up with you.
I do.
She'd probably just make her own costume and be like, there you go, Dad.
Well, that's the thing, eh? She could.
You're a great costume maker.
And then there's only one right there in front of the little docking port, so I'll give room for that. I'm running into resistance. There must be a pin or something in there. Hopefully it's hitting the other side and leaving a mark. Wow, that's really strong.
Yeah, those they. I mean, if you need to, you could always drill out where the pins receive.
Well, plus I got paint on them, eh?
Yeah.
The little party to myself over here. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I was just wondering, what are you laughing at? What's so funny? What did I miss?
Having a party with me, myself, and I.
Oh, that's why it's right on the edge of that. Whoa. So there's like a little step right there. That's why I can't see where my holes are drilled. Let's see if I can. Oh. I think I need to carve that down a little bit. Is my drill really loud because I'm holding it sort of right in front of my microphone?
It has its
Or
moments, but
does the
not overly
noise
loud.
canceling work?
No, it's actually not bad.
No, on Donnie's stream, you can never hear his things. You don't hear his airbrush or his compressor or his Dremel tool or anything. His noise canceling, you hear it almost a little bit when it first starts, and then the noise canceling works really well, I guess. All right, so we're right there, just above the transition. And the space. And 2, that's pretty good. Okay, so we want our little docking port area. So for that, where's the one I had? I had a green one. I had one of these, but had a green shank on it. A green shank.
Is it in one of the
Where
other
did I put
cases,
the-
or
I thought it was just there. It is. Okay. So this is like the little side saw.
Language lab. This was released for the game itself.
All right, so it's got little teeth all the way around it. It's like a
Yep.
saw, it's like a tile cutting bit, but tiny. But since it's the right size, well, hopefully it's the right size. Might not be. You know what? It's way too big. That's way too big. So I'm just gonna drill a hole, just a little bit way in there, just a little divot to emulate the little docking port there. What we got here? This one. There we go. So this one's thick enough I can do it by hand. I don't have to.
Jumped. Oh, that's funny.
And what was that you said?
that was Surrender or Die.
And there. What are you using?
That's a YouTube video. Star Trek Klingon Language Lab Part 1. Yep.
I have this. It has all
So like a bunch of languages translation stuff.
yeah. I've had this for a long time, since I was about 19 years old.
Yeah, that's been a while since that came out.
Honor above all else. Recognize that it is honor. Indicates that it's
All right.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
word for
Mukdach. Kapla Patax.
This is a common exclamation uttered upon the completion of the project.
Ooh, almost went too far. Almost drilled right through it. So then the problem I have is the little particles of plastic that are now stuck on there.
Sir Fix-A-Lot says, sounds like me. I asked for my green deep well socket and got a reply of, what size is it? So I says, it's the green one.
Yeah, the green one. Yeah, I seldom don't pay attention to what size things are. Like when I'm looking for a drill bit, I don't go, I need a 2mm drill bit. I just look at the hole and I look at the bits and I go, there you go.
Probably that one.
This one. This is the one right here. So hopefully there's a decal that has that little red ring that goes on there.
The red ring, yeah.
Red ring. Red ring. So I just drilled like part way into there to sort of emulate that docking port. Because it's not going to be possible to paint a ring like that. Okay, so let's get rid of these pins because they're in my way. Gun. This one's going to be a little harder to clip out. Zoinks! All right, now we put the green one on here. All right, we can leave a little bit. It's not really going to matter. It's not in the way. This is in my way though. So, because we have a separate little cap for the deflector, it's actually quite big. It's actually quite the size there. So I got lots of room to put a light right in here. So actually, this can stay, and all I have to do is make a hole and then mount my light right on the outside surface, right? Or do you think that's too close? These little SMDs are really bright.
Yeah, do you have resistors to resist it down?
I do have resistors. Yeah,
you could resistor it down, so it's not
resist it down and make it a little bit dimmer.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got the plastic here to go through, which is already pretty thick, but it's not that thick.
Are you going to go with it being blue, or are you going to go with it being the kind of the amber?
Well, when it's standing, like, you know, not flying, it's going to be amber, right? Isn't it blue when it's flying, when it's like warp?
Yeah.
It's blue. Amber is sort of when it's at rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just go with like a paint color. But I'll leave this. 'Cause this is still white on the outside, right? And
Yeah.
the color inside is what changes. It's not going to have color changing capabilities or anything like that, but I can just pick which one I want, and then the light on the inside will determine it. So I'll have to. Okay. So what I'll have to do is color the inside of this. Just color this on the inside surface. So if that's like right here, that's actually not that bright. On camera, it's super bright, but let me see. I can do a little trick here. How do I do this? How do I go to my camera settings? 1 second. Oh, 1 moment, please. There we go. Da-da-da. Dee-dee-dee. Ba-ba-ba. Brightness. I already got the brightness way down. I already have the brightness at like 0. Well, not 0. It's at 13.
Okay.
It didn't seem to. Oh yeah, that's as dark as that's 0 brightness.
Right. Plus, you could do a little bit of a thin light blocking.
Yeah, I can light block.
just
Well,
just
when I
just like
color it,
yeah, just like the white paint when you
yeah.
go cover it.
If I color the inside of it, sort of amber. Also, I could have the light not facing it either. I could have it facing inward, which tones it down quite a bit.
Yeah, I know the camera unfortunately blows it out for us. Yeah, and that's what Surfix a lot says too. He says it's brighter on screen. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think
even if
once you
I
kind of got
turn it
the outside edges light blocked, and then just the regular paint colors done on it.
yeah. All right, so I'll put this aside so I can lose it. And then I snapped and I lost it.
Flurry to the solar plexus.
Flurry. Flurry of rabbit punches to the solar plexus.
Ever since I've been the champ.
Ever since then. All right, what do we got in the neck here? There's not a lot of windows. There's like a row. And then there's a few that go up the center where the turbo lift line is. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna bother with the neck.
No?
This is flattens out right here.
Yep.
That goes flat against this. They're both flat. I don't think I'm gonna get any lights out of the sides here either where I drilled the holes because it just flattens right out. I would have to carve some of this away on the inside. I think it's still too thin. Because I still can't even see from the inside where I made these holes on the outside here. I can't see that here. On this one, I kind of can. It's right here. It's right on the edge of the little corner right here. So it's right on this corner. But this surface and this surface touch each other inside. So I don't have room, even if I drilled all the holes.
Sorry, I was muted. I went off to the bathroom here really quick. What were you
That's
saying?
okay. That's okay. I was just saying that the inside surfaces here and here, these two flat surfaces meet up with each other. So there's literally no space at all to put anything. So I'd have to very carefully try to carve enough out of this to give it some space to allow some light through there. I do have another model. So worst case scenario, I have to use the other little refit model.
Right, right. Let's hope
At least
that
I
doesn't
can
happen.
give it a try. Yeah. Let's give it a try here. Just see how thin I can make this before it tells me to go home.
And don't forget, you have both sides. You can do thin out just a little bit at
Yeah,
a time just to see.
just to give it a little bit of a gap.
Yeah,
To allow the light to get up through there.
and your wires.
Yeah. Well, the wires aren't a problem. You don't need much for that.
Sir
Practically.
Fix-a-Lot, thank you for muting. Yeah. Especially since I, am only like several feet away from my ensuite bathroom. So it says this makes me tense up a little.
Let's see. I think
That's
we
probably a
still
good starting
got,
point and try it out and go from there. If anything more, I would just take it with a sanding stick if you can.
Yeah.
So you'll have a more slow controlled pace. Again, I think that's probably good. You can just go from there. And just take a sanding stick.
Don't want to push it to the limit. All right.
He says, now you're making Ken nervous.
That's good. That's enough. That's enough. I think where's my little light? This will give me an idea of how thin I made it. So I can kind of see It's down with the thickness a little bit. A little plastic in my lips. So I wonder if I have enough. I can kind of see into it, right? This can be open because it's going to be up inside the sausage section. So we'll just cut that.
Everybody to the limit. Who's that? It's to the limit. Everybody come up for over, guys. Come on for over, guys. I see you jocking me. Trying to play like you know me. I'm like, come on for over, guys. Say, come on for over, guys.
What is this?
To the limit. The cheat is to the limit. Everybody come up for over, guys.
To the limit.
To the limit?
It's called Everybody to the Limit.
Who's that? Who is that? A fucker with guys? I don't know who it is, but it probably is for Hoga guys. I asked my friend Joe, I asked my friend Jake. They said it was for Hoga guys. I said, come on for Hoga guys. I said, come on for Hoga guys. Who said to the limit? Say me. I'm to the limit. Everybody come on for Hoga guys.
Hobo guys?
For Hugo gods.
Hubu gods. I thought you were saying hobo guys.
Making yourself look worse, you know? I mean,
Sounds like Triumph, the insult dog.
I do.
This is a good beat for me to poop on.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's
what I'm
Strong
talking
Bad
about.
from the Homestar Runner stuff.
Okay. All right, let me just hold on. Hold on now. Just a second. Let's put this on. Let's put this on so I know where the center is. There. Okay, so I've got the center.
It's Trogdor, the Burninator.
I don't know what that is.
Dragon Man. My name is just a dragon. My name is still Dragon.
Yeah. I used to love Homestar Runner. They were awesome.
Never heard that before.
Sir Fix-a-Lot
Runner.
says, hey, Jody and Ken, I've enjoyed tonight, but my
Yes, sir.
daily migraine is getting worse, so I call it an evening. Have a great night. You too. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry to hear that you have a migraine. I know what that's like. I get them once in a while. Thanks anyways for being here and, hanging in for so long.
I hope you're feeling better later. Hope you're feeling better soon.
All right, so I got my tape here. That's going to be my center. There's no windows there. I'm not going to do as many as we see here. I'm just going to do a few down the line, right? Just put this over here so I can see it. Okay, so right above there, kind of midway between the center and the top, we got three sort of big long ones. It looks like they're on this part of the thing, but I'm not going to put them there. I'll put them right behind the line here. going a little bit longer.
I mean, if you're ever concerned about, them popping out of place, you could always put little dimples in, just something sharp, something round and sharp and pointy, and just poke it into the plastic just enough to make a small divot to start the drill bit going into so it doesn't skip everywhere.
Yeah, well, this one's broken, so it doesn't go in nicely.
Right.
Whatever. I'm cool with it. Like, it doesn't have to be super perfect here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so small that just the fact that there's a little bit of light coming through just to give you the hint of some windows, I think is enough of an accomplishment in itself.
Honey lemon cough drops. Those windows are looking good.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, so now we get a couple down, sorted down the center here. So I'm gonna go right against my tape. That way I got a nice guide. Now I'm kind of just going random because they don't really line up. Like, from what I'm looking at here, these windows would be right here where the pylons join on. So I'm just going to put a couple of random ones here, just so it looks like, there's a couple decks worth of a ship here. And our little arboretum guy is going to be right down here.
Yeah, I was going to say, starting this Sunday is when the final season of From starts. So you could always, sometime just after that, you can start watching the first season or whatever. And by the time you finish getting up to that point, you'll probably be ready for the final season. Will probably be all the way out.
Yeah. Where are you watching that now?
I am watching it normally on. What am I watching that on? Is it Prime?
If it's on just regular Amazon Prime, I'll be able to watch it. And there's a couple other things we have that we can watch. I don't have Crave and I don't have Netflix.
Right. Let me check here. Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Actually.
Then I'll find a way to find it.
What is it? 10 episodes the first season? It's filmed in Canada.
Cool.
Out east.
Yeah, Donnie also said it was very good.
I enjoyed it. If you're into that kind of thing.
You said it's a Stephen King story, right?
No, Stephen King saw it though, and he's given it high praise.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was a Stephen King story.
It's a lot like a Stephen King story. Let me see here. Looks like it's on that place where we watch stuff.
Cool. There's billboards on the side of the road.
Yep.
Excellent. I'll watch it there. I'll make sure I change lanes without signaling so I get pulled over and I got enough time to sit there and watch the show. Take your time writing that ticket, sir.
I am in no rush.
Oh, excuse me. I inhaled a little bit of coffee there. That happens quite often because of my trachea esophagus deal.
Oh, you have a trachea esophagus deal. Are they in cahoots against you or what?
I think, yeah, they have a deal. No, I have a I don't know what you call it. Stint, I guess. I don't know. I have a little tube inside my chest that keeps my esophagus and my trachea open enough so that I can eat and breathe.
Well, the important stuff.
Yeah, when I was born, my sternum and my rib cage was pinched, and my esophagus and my trachea was pinched, so I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't, I wouldn't have been able to eat. So they put this little tube, which I've had in my chest. You can feel it too. Put your fingertips are in the center of my chest, in between my sternum and my ribs. You can feel this hard bump. It's not hard. It's like kind of soft. It's like it's not a valve. It's just like a little stiff tube that keeps it open. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's no good if you can't eat, because then you can't do the other thing, which is poop.
But sometimes when I'm taking a drink of something, it'll often go down my my trachea.
Yeah.
And other times when I'm taking a drink of something, my peristaltic wave sort of fails and it goes very, very, very slowly down. And it's like painful.
Ouch. Yeah, sounds like it would be.
It's like in a cartoon when you see an ostrich eat a rock or something.
Yeah.
And it just goes, just a slow bulge, just working its way down. Something like that. Something like that. It's awful. All right, so there we go. So got a couple on that side, but we got more on this side. Let me just turn the light down a bit so we can see this a little bit better. Change my glasses so I can see it a little bit better instead of staring at it close up. So I can
That actually looks really good, all those windows there.
Yeah, so I'll put a couple more. Like there's a few, there's a couple little bottom ones. Maybe could have put the Arboretum window a little bit lower, but I don't think anyone's going to complain about that.
Nah.
That's fine. It could be a little bit wider, so I'll just make it wider on the lower end.
Right.
So it looks like it might be a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah.
Right, I got a pretty thin looking line there. Just get out of
I wouldn't
that
go much
glare.
thicker though.
No, not much, but it's about 3 times as thick as the as like the windows here, right?
Yeah.
If you
But
look at
at
the
scale,
windows
I
and you look
mean,
at that, it's about 3 times as wide.
yeah, but you're probably making those windows too big with your drill bit as is.
Oh yeah, absolutely they
So
are.
you don't want to make the arboretum go look too big.
Yeah. So we'll
But I
put a
think that
couple
looks
in the
terrific
neck.
with all those windows drilled in.
Not bad. I got a couple there, and I got on the torpedo launcher there. I sort of just drilled part of the way through, just made a little divot for where the docking thing is. I got enough space in here that I should be able to make some holes. So it'll be basically like I did here, right? This one's kind of
Yeah.
the same thing. It had a little bit more room in it, like it already had a sort of a edge to the sides here, but this
Yeah.
one doesn't. It was just totally flat. So I carved a bit out of here. It gets enough light coming through the little neck windows that it's noticeable. Plus, there's a little paint in there, anyways. I got to clean out. So I'll have to plot out my the ones around here, and again, I'm not gonna do all of these. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be able to do all of those side windows.
No.
And I won't be able to do those little lights for those little RCS thrusters.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll have the crystal, I'll have the impulse engines, and I've already got this done on my nacelles here. Let me just put the power to this, and we'll have a quick little peek at it just for fun. We didn't really get to see anything lit up on this show, eh? Although I do have masking tape on the chiller grill part, but I think that'll probably actually help. It'll probably help us see it better.
Nice.
All right, so it's not quite as bright. I can actually turn the voltage down a little bit. I'll go to 2 point. Oh.
Yeah, very touchy.
Yeah. There, we'll go to 2.5 and then bring it up with the fine tuning one. There we go. Oh.
I mean, it looks great with the lights, but if you wanted to be technical, you wouldn't need them on. That's either that or that Enterprise is warping towards the TOS Enterprise.
Blast! Don't! Darn it!
High-speed collision.
Well, pack it up. Mission's over. Send it to this. Send it to get mothballed. We got our little
that little top light.
tool. Yeah, that tiny little dome there.
Looks good.
Light there, and I do have. I'll have to turn this back up again. Did I forget to put it in? There should be a light there too.
Let there be light.
There should have been one. There should have been one. I put one here. Don't tell me I forgot to do it on the second nacelle. That would be just
I won't.
stupid of me. Well, you won't have to because I'll soon realize it. Yeah, see? There's one here. That's shining very good, though. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. That sounded like me. That sounded like me. That sounded like me. That sounded like me. Like me. Alrighty. There we go. So check out our HTM group stream tomorrow night, where I'll be catching up on this thing. So I'm going to have to try to pop this apart right along the edge here and get into it because something happened. As I said, one of my little solder joints is probably just too flimsy. I just touched it on there and it stayed, and I was like, okay, that's good. It's good enough. Leave it. But I guess it was a little too flimsy. Let me just put this on here. Because it was fine at first, and then I was handling this and moving it around and doing other stuff. So when I press in here, it comes back on.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
It's a feature, yeah. So on the inside of this, there's like an LED here, and then the contacts go this side and this side. Yeah. And then all the rest of the lights are attached to the contacts. There's actually two. There's one here that shines down, and that's the one that shines down onto this sensor dome and the bottom windows here.
Like, it almost looks like that's what you intended to do.
I know. Yeah, you just pick it up and you just give it a little squeeze. Like, I'm barely touching it. I'm barely squeezing it at all. And at first it was turning off. I was handling it and I squeezed it and it turned off. And I was like, oh no, that's loose. And I squeezed it a couple more times and it went off and on. And then it started being only on when I squeezed it. And I was like, oh, what did I do? But I'll be trying to fix that tomorrow on the group stream. And then I'll be going around this thing. Actually, I'm going to paint it first. And then I'm going to fill all my little windows with the resin there. And once I press the button, it lights up all the windows. Lights on, lights off. Lights on, lights off. But yeah, this actually turned out way better than I expected. I was just wanted to play around with the little kit. Yeah, it's actually really cool. That looks pretty cool too. I'm going to put the dish in there, but I just did that to get the blue background. But I actually like it.
Oh, it looks really nice.
Cam says, dang, that looks awesome. It does look pretty cool, eh, Cam? I'd like to get another 1000 scale NX01 model and actually scale this up a bit. That's pretty cool. But I got to finish the scaled up inserter model. I got to get to that. All right. Ken, my friend, thank you so much for hopping on, keeping me company. Cam, Sir Fix-A-Lot, everybody that was here at the beginning, Keith, Don, or no, not Keith, he has already gone to bed. Let me try and scroll up. Who was here? Don was the first one that commented. Don was here. Eric and Buck. Sir Fix-A-Lot. Andrew said hi. Cameron's in the house. And my lovely Mary. Yeah, there we go. Right on. So this was good. I got a lot done on this little model today. And hopefully I can figure this thing out tomorrow. That'll be nice. And I appreciate everyone that stopped in. And I also appreciate everyone that bought tickets to our 50-50 draw to help raise gas money for our Wonderfest trip. That was totally unexpected of all you guys. It was the idea was it was just going to be a thing around here with our friends and family, and then I mentioned it on the stream, and then everyone's like, well, I want to get in on it. And Todd wanted tickets and Keith wanted tickets. So I posted the link in the Discord, and then a lot of you guys went above and beyond and pitched in and got tickets. So Todd was the lucky winner. Congratulations to Todd. And thanks for everyone who tuned in to our little ship show tonight. Ken, anything you want to say to the crowd of 2 people, which is probably Mary and her brother?
I'm sweaty.
You too.
Not really. Not really.
I actually am. It's warm in here. It's warmer than it has been. And I actually closed the window. Howard was here too.
Yes,
I
he
closed
was.
the window a while ago, and it got really warm in here, and now I'm sweaty. Bye, everybody.
Good night.